Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Ash, and today I'm going to be doing a quick review for Wingspan on Xbox. Now, this game is based on the board game of the same name, which is sort of a competitive, card-driven sort of engine-building board game, basically. And it was originally made in board game by Stone Mayer Games, and it's been brought to console, published and developed by Monster Couch, and they were kind enough to send me a copy of this game for review, so big thank you to them for that. Now, it was originally released onto the store on the 18th of the 6th, 2021, and basically it's a game about birds. So it says you are bird enthusiasts, researchers, bird watchers, ornithologists and collectors seeking to discover and attract the best birds to your network of wildlife preserves. Each bird extends a chain of powerful combinations in one of your habitats. Each habitat focuses on a key aspect of the growth of your preserves. So this game can be played solo, or it can be played up to 5 people in multiplayer, so you can either play that local or online. It's playable on Xbox One and Xbox Series X and S, and it does have Xbox One X enhancements for 4K resolution. Now, there is a lot to this game. It is pretty daunting when you first play it. It did sort of throw me when I first played it. The tutorial goes on, and there's a lot to do and a lot to sort of learn. But after a couple of games, you do sort of pick it up, and you get used to what you've got to do, basically, because there's lots of different screens and lots of different ways of playing. And obviously, if you were playing this as like the proper board game version, you would have them laid out in front of you, whereas on this they're on different tabs for your different areas, basically your different habitats for your birds. But the game seems pretty... I've never played the original board game, but looking online it does seem pretty close and a good port of that game. So the game features 170 unique birds, and each bird has their own sort of powers that echo their sort of real life. So you have your sort of predator birds like hawks who will get hunting, geese who you can do like a flock ability with, pelicans that get you fish, basically. And the game itself is spread over a limited number of turns, so you're not playing until there is an overall winner. You literally play until the turns run out, and then whoever has accumulated the most points over each sort of round wins. So each round there is a special sort of task you've got to do, and the more you do that task, the more points you get. You also get points for having eggs and resources on your bird cards as well. But I thought it was really cool, like the fact that the game uses like real life bird sound recordings. I think is a really nice little feature. All of the like birds on the cards are animated and stuff like that, which is really nice. The artwork's really cool, and it is like it's like a relaxing, that's how they describe it, a relaxing strategy card game where your goal is to discover and attract the best birds. So it's not like playing Yu-Gi-Oh or something where you're like, boom, I'm going to hit you with a massive attack. It's about strategy. It's like, if I put these birds in one of these habitats, like the wooded habitat, and I need to have a certain amount of food, you get like there's like a dice pool that accumulates your food. So it's a mixture between a few different types of games I've played, and it works really well. It seems, like I say, daunting to begin with, but once you get used to it and start playing it, it's actually pretty fun. Now, a game itself, you're looking at probably about 20 minutes to half an hour a game, depending on how quick you play. But once you get into the swing of it, it does speed up. So you've got to sort of use your cards to purchase, like the cards you pick up to play bird cards. But to play bird, you need to have a certain type of resource, like food, as well as eggs. So you have to spend your limited turns to sort of accumulate the correct amount of eggs, the correct food, basically to be able to play what you want to play to hit the sort of tasks on each round. Now, you can see what your opponents do in each turn. It does give you a sort of little overview of what they've done at the top of the screen, but you can actually go and look at their sort of hand, and not the hand, but their like layout on the table. As such, they're sort of preserves. And like, obviously, because if you were playing this as a real board game, you would see them across from you, whereas on this, I didn't really look that much. I thought I just checked the scores every now and again just to make sure I was ahead or where they stood. But it's very strategy. It's all about putting things in the right place at the right time and utilizing each of the birds' unique sort of abilities. Some of them are when you play them, some of them are each turn, etc., when activated. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's very in depth, and I do like how you can push a button and it brings up all of like the hints on screen. I don't know if you can see it on the video right now, but every now and again I pushed it up just to, if I didn't remember exactly where something was, you push it up and like little pop-up boxes show across the entire screen, which I thought was really nice. And like I say, each round gets shorter and shorter. It starts off as like 8 turns on the first round, all the way to a lot less on the 4th round. And like I say, you've just got to make sure you're hitting the right targets for each of the things to get the bonus points, while also obviously amassing things that give you points at the end of the game. But if you're a board game fan, if you're like one of those sort of strategy card game players who likes the ones where you play them in a group with multiple people, like I say, if you like the more physical sort of games, or if you just sort of like, you like nature, wildlife, birds especially, this is a game that will definitely appeal to you. Now, it is priced at £16.74, and it does offer in-app purchases, which include like a seasonal decorative pack for £4.19, and that adds like Christmas and Valentine's Day backgrounds and stuff like that if you want to. You don't need it for the game at all. The whole game is pretty much playable without any paid DLC, but if you're enjoying the game, you want to sort of spruce it up and give it a bit of a festive coat of paint, then I highly recommend checking that out as well. But like I say, I thoroughly enjoyed my time in it. It was a bit in deep for me at the beginning. I felt a bit out of my sort of comfort zone when I started playing, but once I got into the rhythm of it and started seeing it as more of like an actual, like a board game I used to play, then like a competitive card game as such, my mindset changed and I enjoyed it a lot more. So you've got to go in with like that strategy side of it over just like playing a competitive one-on-one card game basically. But like I say, it's available right now. It does have online multiplayer and local multiplayer, up to 5 players in a game. So if you've got some friends, this is definitely one to check out with them. And yeah, really cool, really nice art style, really decent port of the original board game. Like I say, they've done a really good job, but it may take you a little bit of time to sort of accumulate yourself to how it plays compared to other games out there of a similar style. But that's that for this video. Hope you've enjoyed it, guys. If you have, hit that like button, hit subscribe, and we'll see you soon for more content. Bye for now.